lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with its tick.
Our story begins as some jaunty, instrumental, Christmas-like music is heard playing, and we are transported into a snow-capped, idyllic farm-like town. Everywhere you look, there is a blanket of snow, and because of this, for the most part, we don't see many people milling about in town. This serene quiet is soon broken as we spot a medium-sized carriage being pulled by a horse, gliding gently along the snow-covered road. At the helm of the carriage, we see David, aged around 11, dressed to impress, a smile on his face. He seems to be going to a specific destination, and his excited look tells us said destination is an important one he is over the moon to get to.
Come on, Riley, giddy up. Oh boy, I can't wait to see the look on Abby's face when she sees this carriage. She told me she's always wanted to take a carriage ride on a snowy winter's day, and I'm here to make that dream come true. Ah, Abby, the most beautiful girl in the whole town, the whole world for that matter. Come on, Riley, let's go.
The carriage continues on. Soon, we dissolve to a quaint, nice-looking townhouse on another road in town. David eases the carriage to a stop in front of the house. Slowly, he stands up and, with an excited grin, he calls out to someone.
Abby, Abby, yoo-hoo, Abby, look out your window.
Soon, from an upstairs window, the curtains to them slowly part, and out peeks a girl, Abby, similar in age to David. She is a demure, prim, sweet-looking girl. She peers out for a few moments, then does a double-taking guess at what she sees. Slowly, she opens her window and pokes her head out.
David? My goodness, I thought that was your voice I heard. David, is that a horse-drawn carriage?
It is.
Oh my gosh, where on earth did you get it?
Well, as I recall, Abby, you told me your one wish this winter was to take a sleigh ride through a snowy wonderland. As you can see, we have the snow, we have the carriage, all we need is you.
Me?
What I mean is, with your permission, as well as your parents' permission, may I be so bold as to give you this sleigh ride, Abby?
Give me some time to get dressed and ready. I'll be right out.
Woohoo! Did you hear that, Riley? She'll be right out. Oh boy, my best girl and I on a sleigh ride. Isn't that great? Oh, right. Horses can't talk. But this is still great, right?
We cut back to a shot of Abby's house, several minutes later. Abby exits the house, just as prim and proper as before, wearing a beautiful-looking light pink dress and gloves. David gazes at her in awe as Abby giggles and stops before the sleigh.
Here I am.
David grins and goes to one knee, all pomp and circumstance, as he reaches out for Abby's hand.
Milady, your chariot awaits.
Slowly, David gives Abby's hand a gentle kiss.
Mwah.
Thank you, kind sir. Shall we?
Yes, let's.
David helps Abby onto the carriage, and the two rub noses, then cuddle together as David gently urges Riley the horse to go. Riley begins to trot off, and as an instrumental version of Sleigh Ride by Johnny Mathis plays, we cut to a few shots of David and Abby smiling and milling about at the various snow-covered landscapes around town as the music plays. Soon, we cut to a shot of a somewhat run-down-looking house within town. From out of the front door, a second girl comes trudging out. This is Angela, about the same age as Abby and David, wearing a somewhat tattered dress. She has the mannerisms and poise of a typical mob doll-like character. She huffs on her hands, then rubs them together to keep warm through her tattered gloves. Soon, she spots the sleigh, along with David and Abby, in the distance. She does a double take at this, then peers closer to get a better look.
Say, is that David Parker and Abby Newell? Gee whiz! Look at that sleigh the two of them are in. Gosh, how romantic. What a nice way to spend the day. If only I could do something like that.
Soon, a second boy is seen approaching Angela. This is Spike. He too has on tattered clothes and walks with a demeanor that suggests a street kid, very much a Brooklyn-esque type. As he gets closer to Angela, he calls out to her.
Angela! Angela! Angela!
Quit shouting at me, Spike. I'm not deaf.
Well, then answer me when I call out your name.
What am I, a dog? You come to me like a gentleman and say hello, you bum you.
Yeah, hi.
Hi yourself.
Hey, ain't you gonna give your fella a kiss? Hello?
Spike eagerly puckers his lips out for a kiss. Angela sighs, then leans in and pecks Spike on the cheek gently.
There.
Bah! What kind of crummy kiss was that? Come on, babe. Lay a big one on me. Right on the lips.
Spike pulls Angela into an embrace, then puckers his lips out, making a few kissing noises as he does, and leans in. Angela, in return, frowns and pie-faces Spike, pushing him away.
Cut it out, Spike. Is kissing me the only thing you think about?
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Ugh, how charming.
Are you gonna act like a gigantic pain in my butt today? 'Cause if you are, I'm out of here.
Maybe if you don't act like such a dope, maybe if you acted like certain other fellas around here, I'd be in a better mood.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
That, right there. You see that?
What? That sleigh?
Yeah, David Parker's with his girl, Abby.
David Parker? Oh, you mean that big sissy goof from school?
He is not a sissy. I happen to think that he's a sweetheart. He's kind, considerate, and awfully cute, honestly.
Excuse me?
And do you see how he treats Abby? Like gold. He's taken her on a sleigh ride, as you can see. It's a lot more than what you do for me.
I do things for ya. But just the other day, I got you a candy bar.
A half-melted, soggy, stale one?
I still got it, though.
Then you asked me for a kiss in return for it. You didn't get it for me because you care. You got it because you wanted a smooch.
Angela, come on, baby. You know I loves ya. You mean the world to me.
Well, if you really cared about me like you claim, you'll stop that sleigh and ask David and Abby if we could tag along with them.
What? Oh, no way. I'm not doing some dumb old sleigh ride. I had plans for the two of us today.
Oh, really? Pray tell, what are these plans you had?
Oh, well,
I don't suppose it was just the two of us going to some quiet place and getting all kissy-kissy like we always do, eh?
well, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Spike, I want to go on that sleigh ride, and that's final.
Well, I don't. So there.
Well, if you don't, then I guess you need to find yourself a new girl then.
Huh? Oh, Angela. No, come on. Don't be like that, please.
If you agree to do the sleigh ride, I won't.
Ugh, fine. We'll go on this stupid sleigh ride. Come on.
Not so fast. Ask me like a gentleman first.
I'm not doing no sissy talk.
Goodbye. All right. Sheesh. Angela, would you be so kind as to join me for this here sleigh ride? As dopey as it is. I would. You're a sweetie pie when you really put in the effort, Spike. You, David, Abby, over here. Stop. Hello. Oh, brother. You.
Hey, look, David, it's Spike and Angela. Let's see what they need.
Of course.
David eases the carriage to a stop. Then, with a friendly smile, he speaks to Spike and Angela.
Hi, you two. What's going on?
Hiya, David. So, you and Abby, on a nice little sleigh ride together, huh?
That's right.
Gosh, that sure does look like a lot of fun. Lots and lots and lots of fun. I'm kind of jealous.
Well, Angela, would you and Spike like to join us?
Yeah, that would be a swell idea. There's plenty of room for you two.
What? Well, goodness, how thoughtful of the two of yous. Isn't that nice of them, Spike? Oh.
Comically, gleefully, Angela begins to open the sleigh door and climb aboard as she speaks.
I mean, Spike and I, we wouldn't want to impose. But if the two of you want us to come with you, we'd be glad to. Come on, Spike, get a move on. Master.
Spike heaves a sigh and gets onto the sleigh ride as Angela confronts him.
Spike, I'm telling you right now, do not embarrass me. Well, stop acting like a big loon, 'cause you're embarrassing me. Spike, I swear you'll regret it if you make me mad today. Not as much as you'll regret it, 'cause I'll bounce you right out into a pile of snow if I have to. Try it, and I'll make you eat that hat of yours.
During this argument, Abby nudges David and motions to Angela and Spike. David shrugs helplessly for a moment, then, thinking quick, to defuse the situation, he calls out.
Ahem. Hey, you two. Come on, there's no need to argue. It's such a nice day out. Let's just enjoy this wonderful snowy landscape and crisp air. What do you say?
I say yes. Thank you, David, sweetie.
Angela smiles and gives Abby a brief hug.
Abby, thank you for this.
Aw, of course, Angela. You're a friend of mine. I always like to have fun with my friends.
Hi, Spike. Good to see you.
David sticks his hand out for a shake, as Spike eyes him with contempt.
Ahem. Spike, you're being very rude. Shake David's hand. Now what?
Spike rolls his eyes, heaves a sigh, then flatly shakes David's hand.
Yeah. Hi. Nice to see you, you big sissy.
Pardon me?
Nothing. Just get this thing moving and let's get this over with.
The sleigh gently takes off, and thus our foursome are heading down a snowy path. David and Abby seated in the front, Spike and Angela in the back. Angela, David, and Abby are all smiles, while Spike looks like he'd rather be getting his teeth pulled, a scowl on his face. Soon, David gently taps Abby on the shoulder.
Hey, Abby.
Uh-huh.
Well, with your permission, of course, you'd be able to give me one itty-bitty little kiss.
Permission granted.
Abby leans in and delicately, sweetly, pecks David on the lips. David, awed, blushes a deep red and looks away briefly.
Oh, wowee.
Oh, you.
Spike, meanwhile, eyes Angela. He grins and waggles his eyebrows, then comically overpuckers his lips and makes a few kissing noises as he leans in. Angela frowns and pie-faces him back.
Oh, no, you don't. What's the matter now? Why don't you try asking me for a kiss like a gentleman? instead of just swooping in like some kind of creep.
Angela,
Yeah.
it's okay with Her Majesty. Would I be able to get a kiss?
No.
No!
Relax, you goon. I just don't feel like in the kissing mood right now. Maybe later we can. But for now, let's just enjoy the day and enjoy each other's company.
How can I enjoy your company if you won't let me kiss you? Dumb thing.
Angela swats the back of Spike's head as Spike winces and groans, rubbing his head.
I heard that.
Gee, what a great day out, huh, gang? It makes me want to sing. Just hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ting-ting, a-ting-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Say, this looks fun. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow.
Angela eyes Spike, then motions to him as if to say, "Take it, Spike." Spike, in turn, does a deadpan look to her, as a comically awkward silence fills the air. David and Abby slowly exchange a look, then also look to Spike, who remains stone-faced in silence.
I ain't singing. I don't like singing.
Well, I'm sure you're a fine singer, though. Spike, come on, give it a try.
Nope. Don't think I will.
Spike, honey, I'm mortified right now. Will you please stop embarrassing me and just attempt to sing?
Well, sugar lumps, I couldn't possibly say no to you. Wait, actually, yeah, I could.
You're not going to be able to laugh when I punch all your teeth out, you no good son of a...
Spike, don't worry, friend. If you truly don't want to sing, we won't put you on the spot like that.
Oh, gee, thanks, David. How nice of you to give me such a blessing.
There's no need to act like that, Spike.
There's no need to act like that, Spike.
Spike, never mind.
Yeah, never mind his right, sissy boy.
Angela frowns and swats the back of Spike's head roughly.
Oh,
Stop being mean to him. He was just trying to be nice, you big joink.
whatever.
An uncomfortable silence fills the air as we cut shot to the sleigh turning down another road, a few minutes later. As the kids all ride along in silence, Spike soon huffs impatiently.
Can't this dumb horse go any faster?
No, he can't. And it just so happens this dumb horse belongs to my family, and I will not push Riley to go any faster and possibly hurt himself. He will go slow and steady.
Jeez, is this kid capable of acting clean at all? Like, does he have one non-sissy bone in his body? Hmm. Hey! Horse! Go faster, not slow, speed it up, let's go!
Spike, sit down, please. And don't talk to Riley like that. He doesn't like it.
He's a stupid horse. He can't like or dislike things.
Now, Spike, animals are capable of feeling things like that.
Yeah. Need I remind you how you act like that mangy mutt of yours, Bruno? Is your brother or something?
That's different. Bruno is a dog, not some dumb horse.
Will you please stop saying such cruel things?
Will you please stop telling me what to do?
Don't talk to my girl like that.
Angela once again frowns and swats the back of Spike's head.
I'm not going to tell you again, Spike. Be nice!
Bah, whose side are you on anyways?
The side of politeness.
So the side of King and Queen Dog? Got it.
What did he just call us?
Spike, I'm getting fed up with you. Now shut up and be nice!
The next person who tells me what to do is getting kicked out of the sleigh. And I don't care who it is.
Spike, for goodness sake, lower your voice before you spook Riley.
Oh, I see. So Loudmouth here gets a pass. But I don't?
I just...
Shh, shh. My Uncle Seth is walking along the road. I do not want him to hear us arguing. Please.
Glad. Dr. Miller. He's gonna hassle me about not coming in for a checkup for the last 6 months. I just know it.
Angela frowns and stomps on Spike's feet several times.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Oh, what the... Stop. Whoa.
Shh, here he comes.
Indeed, we soon see Dr. Miller, a kindly-looking, middle-aged man, carrying a doctor's bag in his hand as he walks along the road, bundled up from the cold. He smiles and waves to the kids as the sleigh eases to a stop next to him. "Hello there, children."
Hello, Uncle Seth.
David stands up and slowly shakes Dr. Miller's hand, very politely.
Hello, Dr. Miller. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to see you, sir. What a nod.
Once more, Angela swats the back of Spike's head.
Quiet.
"Hello, Angela dear. Good to see you as well."
Hi, Doc. It's good to see you too. Spike, don't be rude. Say hello to the doc.
Hiya, Doc. How's Trix?
Fine, just fine. Spike, it occurs to me you haven't been in for a checkup with me in several months. Any particular reason why that is?
Gosh, Doc. Must have slipped my mother's mind, but I'm feeling pretty healthy, so probably ain't necessary.
Well, just to be on the safe side, perhaps you could remind your mother to bring you in next week. And please don't let it slip her mind. Got it?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Well, I see you youngsters are having a nice little sleigh ride. Carry on then. And I do hope you're all behaving like proper young ladies and gentlemen.
We are, Uncle. We are.
Yes, sir. I'm going to be on my best behavior.
I'm not.
Spike puts his arm around Angela's shoulder as she frowns and pushes it away.
Ugh. Excuse you. We promise, Doc. Best behaviors all around.
All right then. Have a good rest of your day, children.
We will.
Spike. Remember what I said, young man. Next week. With that, Dr. Miller goes off.
I'll be there with the bells on. With the blowhard.
Now, Spike, please don't insult my uncle like that. You know he means well.
Yeah, don't come crying to Doc Miller the next time you get a cold if you're gonna act like that.
Bah, I haven't gotten a cold in 5 years. It's my personal best record.
I seem to recall you had a cold 3 weeks ago. Or did I bring my homework to another kid named Spike's house?
He's got you there, Spike.
I recall that as well.
Spike frowns at David, then motions him closer.
Hey, come here, you. You think this is funny?
Well,
Well, I ain't seen the humor in it. Making me look stupid in front of my girl?
Spike, I was only teasing you. Just good-natured ribbing, that's all.
Well, next time you got a thought like that, let it go.
Spike slowly balls his hand into a fist and holds it up near David's nose.
Or there's gonna be a problem. Got it, Bozo?
Yeah, sure. Got it.
We fade out, then fade back in to several minutes later, with the sleigh going slowly along another snow-covered road. David and Abby cuddle together, all smiles, as Angela watches the scenery with a grin. Spike, of course, has a sour puss on.
Oh, for the love of criminy. This is like a funeral procession. I've seen old people go faster than this.
A beat. Another mischievous grin spreads across Spike's lips. Slowly, he pulls out a sharp tack from his pocket, then glances at Riley the horses behind.
Hmm. Maybe what this dumb horse needs is a little bit of jump start to go faster.
Spike rears his hand back, presumably to hit Riley's behind with the tack. David spots it in time, gasps, then grabs hold of Spike's hand.
Hold it right there.
Hey, let go of me! Let go, you geek!
I saw what you were trying to do, you creep. You were going to stick a tack into my horse.
Only to get the boat to move faster.
David, be careful. Keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah, we might crash. Watch out.
Well then, tell this nerd to let go of my wrist.
Not until you drop that tack.
How about you drop dead?
Look out!
David and Spike glance forward, and both gasp as they see a large mound of snow. Riley lets out a frantic neigh, and he skids into it. The four kids hang on for dear life as the sleigh lurches to a stop, now stuck in a mountain.
Oh, my aching head.
Is everyone okay?
Yes.
I'm fine too.
I'd better get out and make sure Riley and the sleigh are okay.
David hops out and goes to the trembling Riley, consoling the horse with head pats and a hug.
Oh, Riley, are you okay, boy? Are you hurt? Don't worry, Riley. We'll get us all out of here.
David grips the sleigh briefly, trying to move it, to no avail.
Oh boy, looks like we're stuck in this snow. Spike, come out here and help me.
Bah, absolutely not. You're the one driving this stupid sleigh. You sort it out. Besides, I think I got a concussion.
Oh, please. You're fine. Go out and help David.
How do you know I'm fine, eh?
Because if my constant swatting of your head doesn't concuss ya, this didn't.
Help me dislodge the sleigh.
Oh, fine, fine. Make a man with an injured noggin do work. Real classic.
Spike exits the sleigh and gives a very half-hearted attempt to move it, as David puts his full force into it.
Ugh. It's stuck. What can you do?
We can't just sit here in the freezing cold. At least try to help.
I am trying.
Spike gives one more half-hearted, barely functioning try at pushing the sleigh.
See?
Ugh, Spike, why do you always gotta be so difficult? Why do you insist on acting like such a joink? It's like you gotta go out of your way to be unlikable. Sheesh, maybe I would have been better off if I had asked David out when I had the chance to.
What did you just say?
Uh-oh. Me and my big mouth.
So, when you said he was cute earlier, it wasn't just some random compliment. You actually liked this dog at one point?
She did?
You know what? Yeah, fine. I did. I had a massive crush on David a while back. But I figured a fellow like him wouldn't want to be with a girl like me. By the time I convinced myself that that wasn't the case, he found Abby. And that's fine. Because Abby is a sweet, kind, wonderful person.
Thank you, Angela.
Don't stop changing the subject.
Spike frowns and pokes David in the chest roughly with his finger, backing him up as he does.
I bet you'd swoop in and take my girl if you could. Wouldn't you, you geek?
Of course not. Abby's my girl, Spike.
You'd probably take both if you could.
Spike, you're talking crazy.
I ain't talking crazy.
Spike slowly rolls up his sleeves, then balls his hands into fists.
All right, that's it. Me and you. We're having this out, once and for all.
You can't be serious.
Oh, but I am.
Spike, I am not going to fight you.
Bah! You coward! You sissy!
Spike, I'm not getting into this with you.
Spike swings a punch at David twice, who ducks both of them.
Hey, stop, Spike, cut it out.
Spike, please stop.
Yeah, Spike, you're acting like a Looney Tune.
David, do something.
I'm trying.
Spike swings several more wild punches at David, which David manages to dodge quite easily.
Right! Stand still, you geek!
Spike, I really don't want to hit you. But if you keep this up, I'll be forced to defend myself.
David, talk some sense into him. Get him to stop.
I'm trying. Abby, can't you see that?
Oof. When I connect with one of these punches, you won't be doing so much talking, pretty boy.
Spike swings two more punches at David, which David once again dodges easily.
Spike, this is your last chance. Stop this and just help me with the sleigh.
In your dreams.
Spike swings one last punch at David, who ducks it, then shrugs, resigned.
I warned you.
David socks Spike in the stomach. Spike groans and crumples to his knees.
David!
Spike, speak to me. Are you okay?
Oh, lucky shot.
Now, if you're quite finished, let's call a truce and just try to get the sled out. I'll forget this whole thing ever happened. Deal?
No way, Jose. Ah!
Spike tackles David and the two boys roll around in the snow, fighting as the girls watch, horrified.
Boys, stop this fighting at once.
Spike, as usual, you're embarrassing me, you big dope. Like Abby said, stop fighting.
Meanwhile, Riley the horse, grunting and straining a bit, manages to move the sled forward and get it unstuck. Abby is the first to notice this as the boys stop fighting.
Hey, look. Riley got unstuck. Oh, Riley, good boy, you wonderful horse.
The sleigh is free? Attaboy, Riley. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that's nice and all, but we're not done fighting yet.
Spike tackles David again, and the two roll around in the snow briefly before getting up to square off as Abby exits the sleigh.
David, can't you keep the two of you calm for goodness sake?
Oh, will you be quiet, Abby? What do you think I've been trying to do? You loudmouth shrew? Why don't you help me instead of screeching like an obnoxious siren?
Abby lets out a horrified gasp and backs up a step as Angela's jaw drops in shock. Even Spike seems taken aback by this rare display of nasty anger from David.
Abby, I didn't mean it.
So, I'm a shrew, am I? I'm obnoxious, am I? I see.
No. Abby, I just said in a moment of anger. I'm sorry. I truly didn't mean it. Honest. I didn't.
That seemed pretty genuine to me. You've never spoken to me like that. Ever. You horrible beast.
I.
Hey, you think you know a fella, huh? Then he goes and acts like that. Crazy, huh?
You have experience with being an obnoxious and a shrew, Angela. Just saying.
So done with you, Spike. You clown.
I agree. In fact, I think both of you need to be left behind to think about your actions. Angela, come on. We'll keep going with this sleigh ride. Girls only.
Yeah, girls only.
But.
But nothing. I don't even want to look at you right now, David Parker. Come on, Riley, let's go.
What she said.
With that, the two girls get in the sleigh and, giving the boys one last nasty, angry look, turn their noses up in unison as the sleigh goes off, leaving an upset David and stone-faced Spike behind.
Abby, wait! Oh, gosh darn it.
Ah, dames. Can't live without 'em, right?
David rolls his eyes, groans, then begins to trudge off as Spike follows him.
Hey, wait for me. Don't leave me by myself. You louse.
Meanwhile, back at the sleigh, the girls ride along in silence for several moments, with Abby looking genuinely upset.
Ugh, the nerve of that boy, talking so cruelly like that to me. I ought to never speak to him again after today.
You know, Abby, to be fair, I think David might be getting piled on unfairly here. After all, it was that bonehead Spike who was getting him all upset. I think his frustration at him leaked out onto you. He wasn't angry at you, just the situation.
You know, Angela, you make a lot of sense. I think maybe I'm just so shocked that David actually yelled at me that I just didn't know how to process it.
I've seen the way David treats you. He's like a sweet, handsome prince. You're lucky, Abby, to have a fellow like that.
He is wonderful. You're right. So kind, sweet, and handsome. I shouldn't let one slip up make me do a 180 on him. But Angela, that Spike, I honestly don't know how you tolerate him. You don't deserve that kind of treatment.
You know, you ain't wrong. I don't deserve it. I ought to just kick Spike to the curb. But see, the thing is, Spike isn't always like that.
He isn't?
Nah, I know he tends to act all tough and rough and trouble in public, but when it's just the two of us alone, there are times, strange as it sounds, where Spike can be very kind, very sweet, very warm, very deep.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know, Spike, he was awfully bashful when he first asked me out on a date. We went to the fair. Gosh, the way he tried to impress me. To make the night perfect, I could tell me wanted things to do great. And it really made me happy, because honestly, I look at the way I act, not as refined as the other girls in town. And sometimes I was convinced no fellow would ever want to have me as their girl. But Spike, when he tells me he loves me, I know what he means.
And you love him too, huh?
I sure do.
Meanwhile, Spike and David trudge through the snow, both looking tired and dejected.
Ugh, hopefully we can find someplace where I can get in contact with my folks. Though they're gonna be awfully sore at me for letting Riley go off with the girls.
Parker, I'm telling you, right now, you had better help me make things right with Andrew.
Me? Spike, for goodness sake, you were the one who was picking the fight, not me.
Whatever the cause, you're helping me smooth things over with her. Because if she boots me to the curb, you'll be my enemy for life.
Okay, fine, I'll do my best.
No, not your best. Make it work. Or else.
Why do you even care, Spike? You always antagonize Angela, treat her so badly. You didn't even seem that upset when the girls went off in the sleigh. Why do you all of a sudden want me to be the peacemaker?
Because Angela's the only thing I got.
Spike kicks some snow angrily, then leans against a nearby tree, trying to wipe away some tears as discreetly as possible, but failing miserably at it. David approaches Spike and settles next to him.
Spike?
I'm fine.
You're crying, Spike. That doesn't look fine to me.
I do not cry I don't do sissy stuff like that.
Spike, come on, talk to me. You might not feel the same way, but I consider you a friend. I don't like seeing my friends upset.
I I I don't got much of a family. No, my old man is always busy working. My ma is busy with my two younger sisters, and my two younger sisters have their own friends they hang around, so usually I'm alone. But when I first met Angela, how she made my heart be like a drum. She's beautiful, she's funny, and she puts up with me. But my jerk behavior, most girls would have dumped me a long time ago. But not Angela. She believes in me. That she knows deep down.
I try not to be a bad fella.
A beat. Spike pulls out a crumpled photo from his inside vest pocket and shows it to David.
And see this? Angela and I took this here picture at the fair when we went on our first date. It was the greatest night of my life with a great girl. I don't know what I'd do if I lose it, Papa.
I'll help you smooth things out, Spike. I promise.
Yeah?
Yeah, just like I need to apologize to Abby.
You know something, Parker? David,
A beat. Spike playfully punches David in the arm. David winces and rubs his arm.
you ain't such a dork after all. You're an okay guy.
Thanks, though you probably could have said that with a handshake instead. Come on, we need to hurry if we're going to catch up to the girls.
Meanwhile, back at the sleigh, Abby and Angela are lost in thought as, without their knowledge, two stray dogs, looking mangy and mean, are stalking towards the sleigh.
I think we ought to go back and find the boys and make up with them.
Agreed. All of this fighting is silly. Spike might be a joink, but he's my joink.
It's settled then. I'll turn Riley around and go back down this path. Hopefully the boys aren't very far. They're not freezing to the bone either.
Abby?
Mm-hmm.
Do, you happen to notice those dogs there?
Oh dear.
Those dogs do not look friendly.
No, they don't. Ahem. Shoo! Shoo, dogs! Go away, please! Pretty please, go away! Heel! Sit!
You don't happen to have a dog treat to throw at them, do you? Oh, I think we're in trouble.
Riley, thoroughly spooked by the dogs, has taken off running, with the girls now petrified and stuck in the sleigh.
Riley! Riley, whoa!
Stop, Riley!
He's too spooked by those dogs! He's out of control!
Riley, the sleigh, and the girls careen off the road and start heading towards the bank of a nearby lake. The two girls cling to one another as the sleigh bumps and careens about wildly.
Someone help us!
We're nowhere near anyone who can help us, Angela!
All right. Someone help!
Meanwhile, David and Spike continue to trudge through the snow.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Two girls screaming their heads off.
You don't think it's Abby and Angela, do you?
Well, nah, it can't be. It's probably just a coincidence.
On cue, the boys spot the sleigh and the two girls buckling and skidding past them. Spike and David both do a double take at this.
Holy smokes, is the ghouls.
What on earth happened? Riley looks like he saw a ghost.
Never mind that. We gotta stop that sleigh.
The two boys race to follow the sleigh. Meanwhile, Riley breaks off from the sleigh and settles down near some trees.
Phew! Riley's stopping.
Yes, he is. But there's still a problem, Angela.
There is?
Yes, you see, Riley is stopping, but the sleigh is still going.
The sleigh skids further and further until it goes out onto the lake. Thankfully, for now, because the lake is frozen over, the sleigh doesn't plunge into the water. The two girls let out a terrified scream as the sleigh finally skids to a stop several yards out. Silence. Two girls who are huddled in fear look out at their surroundings.
Oh, okay. I think we stopped.
Fine. Good. We stopped. Now what? We're in the middle of this frozen lake. This ice might not hold.
Okay. If we very slowly, very carefully step onto the ice and walk on our tiptoes, we might be able to get onto the snow.
Angela nods. Slowly, quietly, the two girls very carefully each put one foot out onto the ice. Nothing happens for several moments. Both girls sigh with relief in unison, but the moment they put pressure onto the ice, we hear loud cracking and splitting.
So much for being careful.
Help!
Abby. Inhale deep, then shout. Someone help us! There's two girls stuck in a frozen lake!
The ice on the lake splits further and several chunks break off, revealing the water. Soon, the weight of the sleigh with the girls in it causes the ice to further buckle and split. The girls cling together in terror. Spike and David, meanwhile, get to the edge of the lake. David gasps and points the sleigh and girls out.
There they are, stuck on the ice.
Ice that's cracking and splitting fast.
What are we gonna do? Should we go for help?
There's no time for that.
Spike suddenly tosses his hat and his tattered coat aside, making sure that the photo in his vest pocket is safe.
Spike, please don't tell me you're doing what I think you're doing.
Fine. I won't tell you. I'm coming, Angela!
Spike dives into the water, luckily splitting enough so the surface isn't iced over. David watches with a dropped jaw for a moment. Soon, he eyes a terrified Abby, then, with a determined look, he casts away his coat, backs up a step, then begins to run towards the lake, ready to jump in.
Abby, I'll save you!
David splashes in as well, and the two boys swim as fast as they can towards the sleigh. Meanwhile, at the sleigh, it is quickly taking on water, and the girls are scrambling to stay on the dry part of it.
I want to die! I never got to go to Paris! Oh God, someone help us!
Angela, stop swimming around! You'll tip the sleigh over!
I wouldn't be swimming if I wasn't freaking terrified!
Back in the water, a block of ice splits off and careens into Spike. He groans in pain and briefly goes under, then surfaces and sputters.
Oh, my arm.
We're almost there, Spike. Hang on.
David swims carefully to the sleigh as Spike lives through as well. The sleigh is now almost submerged, with Abby and Angela clinging to the last dry part of it.
Oh, here it comes.
I think I dropped my rosary beads, or else I'd be using them right now.
Suddenly, a pair of hands latch onto the sleigh and begin to guide it through the water, joined by a second pair of hands.
Huh? David?
And Spike, too!
Just keep calm.
What he said.
Meanwhile, a group of townspeople, who no doubt witnessed the transpiring events, have gathered at the edge of the lake. A few men have grabbed a large rope and are ready to pitch it out to the kids. Dr. Miller is among them, and he calls out to the girls. Abby! Angela!
Uncle Seth, thank goodness.
Grab that rope when the men toss it out to you! Abby nods, and rope is tossed out to them. Abby and Angela catch the rope, and the sleigh is pulled onto the snowy surface. Adults gather frantically around Abby and Angela as David and Spike crawl onto the snowy surface as well. Girls, are you all right?
Yes, Uncle. Thanks to David and Spike. They dove in and saved us.
Speaking of which, Spike, oh my dear, sweet, brave Spike.
David, oh my goodness, are you hurt?
David, Spike, just stay still and lay down. We'll have an ambulance here for you in a few moments.
Doc, come closer.
Save your strength, Spike. Just lay down and let us cover you with blankets.
Just one thing first. I guess I'm coming in for a checkup anyway.
With a pained groan, Spike collapses into the snow as Abby cradles him in her arms.
Oh, my handsome prince.
We slowly do a fade cut to Spike's face some time later. He groans for a few moments, then, his eyes weakly open. We zoom back to reveal he is laying in a hospital bed, with David in a bed next to him.
What? Where am I?
Spike?
David? Where the heck are we?
You're in the county hospital is where you are. Dr. Miller walks into the room and approaches the two beds.
Dr. Miller?
The one and only.
Doc? How long have we been here?
A few hours. Don't worry, I've notified your families, and they're in the waiting room as we speak. I just told them you needed a bit of time to recuperate. I have to commend you, boys. You two are heroes. You saved Abby and Angela's lives. In fact, the mayor is set to give you both an award ceremony for what you did.
A reward?
Spike excitedly sits up, but soon he groans in pain and weakly sits back down.
Oh, a reward, you say?
Indeed. It was also mighty foolish what you did as well. Spike, looks like you broke your arm. And David, your foot there? It's broken as well.
Well, at least it's too cold for baseball season.
Let's not forget the hypothermia the two of you experienced.
So that's why my teeth keep chattering up.
Sir, never mind us. Abby and Angela, are they okay?
Yeah, they what? All day.
They were a little shaken up, but unharmed, thanks to you two, of course.
Thank goodness.
Dr. Miller, sir, you don't suppose we could see the two of them at some point?
Oh, I think you certainly can.
David and Spike glance towards the door to the room they are in, and there stand Abby and Angela, both staring adoringly at the boys, both holding thermoses in their hands. David and Spike smile weak smiles as Abby goes to David's side and Angela goes to Spike's side.
Abby?
Angela?
We came as soon as we could. We have hot soup for two brave, sweet, wonderful heroes.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, thanks said brave, sweet, wonderful heroes for saving our lives.
Oh, shucks.
Abby, I just wanted to apologize for losing my temper at you. It was wrong of me. I'll never do such a thing again.
I forgot all about it. Always forgiven. You saving my life was a big plus, though.
Well, Abby, I'd do that for you no matter what. I'd do anything for you because someday I hope to marry you and have you be my wife.
I want the same. Believe you me.
Abby puckers her lips out and leans in towards David, but soon she stops, unpuckers, and sheepishly looks to Dr. Miller, who can't help but smirk and give her a go ahead motion with his hand. Abby smiles and plants a kiss onto David's cheek, lingering for several seconds before she finally breaks off. David blushes a deep red.
Oh golly.
Angela, I'm sorry. I know I say mean things to you sometimes, but deep down, I loves you. You my girl.
And you're my fella. You ain't perfect, but I wouldn't want you any other way.
Thanks, honey, baby. I try to hug you, but this whole hypo, whatever the doc was talking about, has me feeling way too cold.
Cold, eh? Well, allow me to warm you up.
Angela gently cups Spike's face in her hands, then leans in and kisses him on the lips. Spike's eyes widen in awe, then droop close as we hear comical electrical buzzing sounds, and Spike's head turns a bright red. After several seconds, Angela breaks off the kiss with a smile, primping her hair as Spike, smittenly dazed, opens his eyes, and his face color returns to normal.
Did it get warm in here all of a sudden? Someone turn the heat down.
There's more where that came from.
Ahem. As adorable as this is, ladies, I believe it would be nice if Spike and David's families could come in and see them. We don't want the room to be overly crowded.
Yes, of course, Uncle Seth. I'll see you soon, okay?
Abby smiles and gently pecks David on the nose.
Yes, you will.
I'll call you later, handsome.
Angela gives Spike 2 quick but sweet pecks on the cheek. Soon, the girls go to exit the room, but not before they both smile at the boys and blow each of them a kiss. Finally, they are gone.
What a girl. Jinx!
I'll leave you two to recover from all this. I'll be back in a little while to let your families in to visit.
David,
Mm-hmm.
listen, I take back everything I said about you today, and truly, I know we made up earlier, but honestly, just like you said, I consider you a friend.
Thanks, Spike.
But hey, just so you know, if you tell any of the other fellas that I cried before, I'll knock your teeth out. Got it?
Got it.
Shake on it?
The two reach their hands out to shake, but aren't remotely close enough to do so. Slowly, the two lower their hands and do a somewhat comical air shake.
There we go.
Close enough.
Oh, Spike. One last thing before I step out.
Yeah, Doc?
Since you just so happen to be here, perhaps we'd better see you getting your flu shot, I'll be back with it in just a minute.
Flu shot? Oh.
Oh, come on, Spike. It'll only hurt for a few seconds.
A few seconds too many.
Lucky for me, I got my up-to-date shots months ago.
Don't rub it in.
Spike groans and covers his face with a pillow as David laughs and we fade to outside the hospital a few days later. As some ending music plays, David and Abby, arm in arm, David limping along with his foot cast, head outside, followed by Angela and Spike, also arm in arm, albeit with Spike's non-casted arm. The four spot Riley the horse in a new sleigh and, all grins, they make their way to it and carefully get on. Riley begins to happily trot off as the two couples wave goodbye to the audience, then cuddle together as the music gently swells to the instrumental of Sleigh Ride and our story comes to a close.